can take your things down all you want. I'm standing right here.
Listen right here, enter the Occupy Denver protest, clearing out the encampment that has been in place for more than a week now, breaking down tents, and within the last half hour, arresting protesters. At least that's how it appears. Good Day Colorado continues to follow this breaking news from near the state capitol. Within the last half hour, police started confronting protesters, and again, looks like they're making arrests.
Yeah, the protesters were ordered to leave. Let's go live now to Shaw Turner on the scene. Shaw?
We're back live here at Broadway and Colfax, the Occupy Denver protest. Let me give you a live look right now and update you on where police are at this point. They've managed to push protesters out of the street at Broadway, and now police are lining the curb here, keeping things under control. Overall, this has been a peaceful situation. No bottle throwing, nothing set on fire. However, police have had to move in and physically take apart tents that protesters refused to take down when told they had to leave Veterans Park. Governor John Hickenlooper signing a proclamation this morning that this park is officially closed today because of this protest. Protesters have been here in all over the past 4 weeks, but things really got heated last night at about 9 o'clock. Many protesters showing up. We've been here since 1 o'clock this morning, and I can tell you that there were about 200 protesters here then. Now I'm seeing a handful, many of them finally heeding the directive by police to leave the area, to disperse down Colfax and head to the east. So at this point, we're seeing that police are still tearing down the last couple of tents here. They brought in big dump trucks. One man at one point sat in the middle of Broadway as police tried to approach them with several vehicles. They turned around and went back, police did, and gave this guy another chance to get out of the way. These protesters have received several opportunities from police to disperse, and finally, it looks like they're doing this. That first directive given at about 3 o'clock this morning. Now, I'm talking to a couple of students who are here all the way from Greeley joining the protest.
I mean, all right. Well,
is what okay? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at this guy getting arrested right here. Do you guys see this?
Okay, all right.
I came down from Greeley last night. I'm a UNC student, and I don't usually take part in political protests or things like that. But this is so important. It's against a broken system that allows this to happen. I mean, we're peaceful protesters. We're protesting corporate greed and just government corruption and everything that's wrong with this country today, and how just downhill we've been headed.
Okay, and as we turn around and look at this arrest over here, guys, I'm going to tell you that this is one of a handful that I've seen over the past 30 minutes at this point. Again, police first told protesters to leave at about 3 o'clock this morning. These are the last few who are saying, we will not budge. Earlier, we showed you live several protesters who said that it will take just this, an arrest, to get us out of here, and that is what you are looking at right now. Now, at this point, we can tell you Lincoln is open, Colfax is open, even with all this going on right here on the corner of Colfax and Broadway, but still 14th Street is closed. You'll have to avoid this area if you need to come downtown this morning at this point. Also, we want to let you know that there's some word on the street that protesters want to move over to the RAI area downtown around 15th Street, around Platt, and set up over there. Also, due to the governor's proclamation that Veterans Park is closed, some protesters tried to move technically across Broadway over to Civic Center Park. They did set up tents, but as you can see right here, police swiftly moved in and got rid of those tents as well. These protesters saying they have a right to stand here, exercise their free speech, saying that 1% of Americans, rich Americans, are living off the backs of everyone else, but police saying everyone does indeed have a right to free speech, but not when it endangers the public safety. Ma'am, you have something to say?
Yes, I do. I believe that these are our streets, and I'm Betty Jean Williams, and I think we have a right to be here, and I think they're in the wrong.
Okay, that is the sentiment of a lot. You're still here, though. Police are going to be making arrests, ma'am, if you don't clear out.
We have a right to be on the sidewalk.
Okay, so they're doing that tactic.
Just because we're homeless don't mean they can't be homeless just like us in a minute.
Yeah, and see, and this is another thing, guys. In this crowd, the crowd seems to change in number because there are people here who are with Occupy Denver, but also others who are joining in the protest for other reasons. I spoke with a gentleman who told me the only reason he was here is because he got in a fight with the cops last week at a bar, so he's going to join the protest. So as you can see, these things draw a lot of people from all walks of life. Like there are some...
cause problems. We're here just to be respectful and try to just express our opinions. That's all. And there's no
protest, and it's all people from all walks of life. We have grandmas, we have kids, we have Republicans, we have Democrats, we have libertarians. This is not a movement for one type of people. This is everybody being angry with how this country is being.
Most of us all pay taxes, including these gentlemen with their little weapons.
Even the police have been here protesting.
I don't have no disrespect towards them, but they need to understand that this is not some kind of crazy rally. We're just expressing our opinion.
And Bobomo, we had 300, 400 people here at 11 last night who just dropped everything because they heard this was happening.
Yeah.
The police waited till 3:30 tonight to come in and do this when people had gotten tired and they couldn't stay any longer. That's cowardly.
Okay, so you're saying that's why people disbanded when the police vehicles and the SWAT teams came through and the state police came through with their weapons ready to go. That's why people left, because they were just tired.
Already left.
All right. There were about 200 people here this morning. So yeah, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. This is a great example, guys, of what you're seeing out here. People indeed from all walks of life getting involved in this protest from Occupy Denver. Again, there's reports of arrests over in New York this morning. This going on everywhere from Boulder to Longmont to Fort Collins to New York, Boston, Chicago, LA. The Occupy Denver protest coming to a head here in Denver after about 4 weeks, right here on Broadway and Colfax. Shawl Turner live downtown. Back to you.
Shawl, in fact, as you're speaking, we're watching another arrest being made right now from Sky Fox. So this situation clearly still unfolding, a lot of tension. And, you know, as Shawl mentioned, we're seeing this across the country. 4 arrests, at least, in New York this morning, more in San Francisco. You see this guy resisting arrest. These officers are going to have to start getting a little more strong-armed with him as they try to take him into custody. But this is at least, what, the 3rd or 4th arrest we've seen here this morning.
Yep. Seemed to be cooperating in the beginning there, but that quickly changed. So it was interesting. I noticed in some of the video as well, we saw as they were carting that one man off, I think 3 of these officers were carrying him off. You had another officer, looked like with State Patrol, who was videotaping the whole thing. So it's interesting to see that. They're trying to make sure they got things recorded to see that things are done properly, at least on their end. That's how it appears. So again, they're taking this guy into custody, and it looks like there could be some more. So we're going to stay with this throughout the morning. Quickly, though, traffic is a big issue, especially if you're heading downtown this morning, and the protests having an impact on this. Let's head over to Ken Clark right now and see how things look. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning. And quickly, Mike, you can see one of those state patrollers doing what you said, videotaping that man being taken into custody. So it is a very active situation. Some of the amazing aspects of this are that Colfax is open, and all this activity is taking place in between Colfax and 14th and 13th. So with Colfax open, as you make your way into downtown, all it's going to take is just a turn of the head to see everything going on in front of the Capitol building. So the delays are going to be there today, but we have bigger issues in the way of backups getting to work on this Friday morning than what's taking place in downtown, believe it or not, even with all this activity. We've had 2 separate accidents. One was down south along County Line, along I-25 between County Line and Dry Creek, and now you have a crash working along the southern side of 25 at about Santa Fe. And these delays go all the way back towards I-70 and are quickly growing back towards 58. So if you are coming down into the city, not even associated with what's going on over here at the Capitol, you are going to get stuck in these delays because of the traffic accidents stacking up the cars along I-25. But also keep in mind, with Colfax open, that's what's going on. People are slowing down, taking a look to the south to see the latest activity as this Occupy protest kind of continues to get wrapped up and more arrests are being made. Mike and Melody, we'll send it back to you. I'll keep you posted on the accidents and the situations in downtown. As you can see, more people being hauled off.
Yeah, this is the same gentleman that we were watching as he got arrested just moments ago. They're now obviously trying to take him to a police vehicle. He is resisting in every way possible. But, you know, Mike, as you mentioned just a moment ago, this has been stretched out over quite a long period of time. Police did seem to be very patient with these protesters since they've been asking them to disperse. It's about 11 o'clock last night. It wasn't until about a half an hour ago that they finally gave them that hard time, that 1 minute window and said, here's your warning, we need you to disperse. That's when we started to see the arrests being made. But again, not too many of them to this point. As far as I can count, only 4 that we've seen. But again, that number up in the air. We may have missed some. There, we may see those numbers change over the next few minutes.
Yeah, we're not getting an official report right now, and it's still early on as they go and they continue and follow this. Now it seems like the man is cooperating, probably because he's being forced to do so. One quick thing here, I thought it was interesting what was mentioned from Shull's interview. One of the gentlemen that she spoke with said it was cowardly that they were coming in at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to get them out once people had kind of settled in, and that may have been the logic behind it. While people were settled and they weren't combative, that they came in and tried to get them out at that point when they were a little more docile. So you saw another person there being arrested, taken off. This guy's given a little bit of a problem, though. He's giving them the dead weight that they're going to have to deal with. So one of several, as just mentioned there, and we're going to stay with this and keep on top of this for you throughout the morning.
Yeah, and we also should mention, this, as Ken was saying, causing quite a bit of traffic issues. Even though they have opened, they're loading him here onto this John Deere tractor to make it easier, I guess, for them to transport him. The concern now, I would imagine, though, even though Colfax is reopened, are those looky-loos, are going to be those people who drive by and slow down. They want to see, they want to look at what's going on, especially with all of this activity. And I can't imagine that this activity is going to stop anytime soon. Of course, as we head into the really busy morning commute hours, here's another person being taken into custody, walked away by police. We just saw 3 more while we were looking at the other gentleman get arrested. So I think unofficial count now, maybe about 7 people being taken into custody. But again, as Mike mentioned, we have no official number from police quite yet this morning.
All right, keep with us this morning. Time right now, about 12 minutes after the hour. We'll be right back.